Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, It, Chapter 2. So, if you've seen Chapter 1, obviously, you're interested in seeing Chapter 2, I would think. I gave a review, so if you haven't seen it, check that out, of It, the original. I gave it a 7. And I remember talking about that, but whatever. I'm kind of, 7's good enough, right, to watch the second one, that's for sure. So they got away from Pennywise. Well, if you haven't seen 1 yet, you're not watching. Anyway, they move out of town, right? This is the synopsis on IMDb, and now it's like 20 years later, and a phone call brings them back to Pennywise. So we'll see what happens. I'm pretty interested. Here's the catch: 2 hours and 44 minutes. So might have multiple check-ins for you. I'm rested. I'm ready to watch it all. So. We'll see what happens. It's going to be a long night. Stick around. I'll walk you through it and tell you what I think. So, if you're interested in finding out more about It, Chapter 2, keep playing. I'll be back. Alright. Hey everybody, I want to do a quick check-in here. We're watching It, Chapter 2. We're at the 49-minute mark exactly. So a lot has transpired. I mean, not a lot, but I mean, a lot of minutes have transpired. It's 49 minutes, and essentially what has happened is they flash back to the first one where they all made a pact that if it returns, that they'll all come back to Derry and, try and take care of it again, and they make a blood pact. They cut their hands and make that. So, okay, great. They go on. I was mistaken. It's 27 years later. And one of the members of the Losers Club, because that was what they were called, still lives in Derry, and finds out that Pennywise is back, essentially. So he calls out to all the other losers and invites them back, and willingly they all come back, but come to find out they don't remember anything from any of this. And so they all come out and they go to a dinner together at a Asian restaurant, and I thought that was fun. I thought that was interesting how they kind of picked up where they had left off. Ribbing each other, having a good time, that kind of thing. But then Pennywise starts to do his kind of thing at the dinner, and now they're starting to remember, oh, wait a minute, this was not, why did we come back here, kind of thing. And so they're all wanting to leave, but the guy who still lives in Derry, he's trying to convince them to stay, and he has some more information he wants to share with them. And that's where we are. Some of the things I forgot to mention: James McAvoy is in this, Bill Hader is in this, and Jessica Chastain. So it's all them, as it's the kids as adults, and they're playing them as adults. So it's like the adult version of the first one so far. But so far so good, pretty interesting. Not too jumpy or too gory at this point, but I expect it to get that way. And more supernatural is what I found in the first one. But I'll get back into it a little bit more, and I'll check in again if anything interesting happens, which I'm sure it will, because it's a long movie. So stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of It, Chapter 2, and I have to say I enjoyed it. I'm not sure if I liked the first one as much as I liked this one. For me, I went into it now knowing some of the things that I already knew I wouldn't like, the supernatural kind of stuff. Turning into spiders and, and the bugs and stuff like that. Not that I don't like the bugs, but that kind of stuff, crawling eyeballs. I thought that was a little much, but I went into it knowing that was going to happen. I also went into it knowing that he's going to play with their minds, and it's, I didn't realize that in the first one, so I was kind of put off. So I had that all coming in. So if you saw the first one, you enjoyed it, and that's the kind of thing, okay, that happens again in this one, alright? But what I really liked about it was Pennywise, great, scary monster villain, whatever. It's not about him. I mean, it is, but truly this movie is about the Loser Club. All the kids, and as they're adults, and friendship and stuff like that, and in the background is this scary clown, right? So I really thought it was going to be more about that, and it really, in a lot of different scary movies and stuff like that, it's about the jumps and the gore and the edge of your seat kind of stuff, the intensity. This one, it has some jumps in it, has the gore, of course, and all that kind of stuff, but it's not about that. It's more about the individual stories about each of the members of the loser club. And I thought that, you know, going back in time and remembering, and you know, the token piece was cool, and they all had their own little kind of story that you followed along, and you know, and that's why it went 2 hours and 44 minutes, and I wasn't really bored, you know, at any point. But it is a little long. It is a little late. And I tell you what, here's one other piece I'll give you. You probably have surround sound, hopefully, where you're going to watch this. But I'm in my basement, of course, and this surround sound is just, you know, I'm watching a movie, and I'm thinking there's somebody upstairs. You know, what they were doing. So I had to pause it a couple times and go check it out to make sure nobody was running around upstairs. But, you know, so I thought they did a good job there. So, all in all, I really enjoyed it. I had lower expectations coming into it. But once I knew all the stuff that I knew going into it, and then watching it and how well it was done. So, I liked it. So, if you liked it, let me know. Check it out if you haven't. I'm not going to give you any of the details. Not spoil it for you, but there you have it. I enjoyed it. Check it out, and if you do, drop me a line and let me know your thoughts. Alright, thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.